Hey y'all, how you doing today? Danna here, and I'm going to tell y'all some secrets about making vegetable soup. Got the recipe in my cookbook. Happiness is Homemade, y'all. It'll come right to your house from Amazon. Y'all go get you one. It's got my tried and true recipes from my family going back generations, so you know they're tried and true and they taste good. All right, let's get started with my tricks for making really good vegetable soup. All right, let's look down in here and see how it's going. All right, looking good. That hog jowl is going to make it really good. Now, you don't want any of that in there. Just don't put it in, and you'll just start it later on in the recipe. You got to add layers of flavor. And now I'm going to add that meat in there. So here we go. And that's the really good thing about an Instapot, because you can use it like an eye on your stove, which is what I'm doing right now. And then I'm going to turn it into a pressure cooker shortly. Seasonings is what I'm adding next. So here you go. Got a bunch of them right here. These are the basic things. So I'm going to put in some salt. And I got to put in some pepper because I like it. Do y'all like pepper? Now look, I'm giving my secrets out. What are your secrets? What are your secrets to making a really nice tasting soup? Stir it up. Get that meat browned a little bit. Now y'all look. When you do it in the crock pot, I don't brown the meat when I do it in the crock pot. I just throw it all in there. So, but when I have this option, I do because it gives it some good flavor. Now we're just going to start adding other things. I always put Rotel in my soup, and y'all, this is diced tomatoes and chilies. Now, if you don't like it, just add tomatoes. Now, anytime I add a tomato product, I'm going to add some more tomatoes in a minute. I always add a spoonful of sugar, not for sweetening, but to counteract the acid in the canned part of the tomatoes. So I'm going to do a teaspoon on top of those tomatoes. Stir that up a little bit. I'm going to add some chicken broth. Yes, I add chicken broth to mine. It adds extra flavor. And y'all know chicken broth's good for you. I like mine very tomatoey. So I'm going to add a can, which is 14 ounces of diced tomatoes. But I'm also going to add another one. See, normally I would add 2 cans of this. But my mom and I canned some of these tomatoes. Now, when I do that and I look at them, I see they're in hunks. I just chop them up a little bit because, you know, we put them in there whole. We want all that good juice rendering out. Y'all, this is going to be so good. All right, the next thing that we're going to do is add our vegetables. Now, y'all know that y'all can just add vegetables called soup vegetables. You buy them at the store and in the frozen section, and they're going to be just what you need in here. This stuff has potatoes, carrots, peas, corn, green beans, lima beans, okra, all kind of good stuff in there. I'm going to pull you over and let you see how good that's looking so far. So this is the basic recipe. Let me show you some of the extra spices that we can add to make it even better. Now, I always add about a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, and I'll do that shortly. I add a couple of dashes of cayenne pepper. I'm going to add a dash or 2 of turmeric. And y'all, I have this herb that I like that I don't know if you're familiar with, but it's herbe de Provence. And it is actually rosemary, marjoram, thyme, savory, and sage all in one little packet. I love this. And it adds a lot of flavor with not much addition of it. So I'll add a little bit of that. I'll add a tiny bit of garlic powder and a couple of bay leaves. First thing is going to be a little bit of garlic powder. Now, you've got to do what your family likes. I don't want it reeking of garlic. I just want a little in it. So I'm putting 1/4 of a teaspoon. Now, if you like a lot of garlic, load it up. But this is how I do the soup. I'm also going to put a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce in it. Y'all, it makes the flavor deeper. And it has salt in it too. So we're not going to salt it again until the end. I'm going to add a couple of shakes of the turmeric. Just because, y'all, turmeric's good. And if you don't have any of this, just don't add it. It'll be fine. Maybe 4 shakes of the cayenne pepper because, you know, that's hot. Some people love this stuff and some don't. I'm not having grandkids here today, so I'm adding that. And then I'm going to add like a half of this herb de Provence. Sometimes I add more and sometimes less, but I'm going to tell y'all it's good. And 2 bay leaves. Get my bay leaves out. Okay, there's one going in. Here's another one going in. So y'all, we got to remember how many bay leaves. I've got to pull out 4 parts of bay leaves because we don't want to eat that. They're non-digestible, but they do lend a good flavor. Y'all know I cook with my Blue Spring Living Water. I'll put the link for you for Blue Spring so you can find it. But I'm going to add probably a cup, maybe a cup and a half. I got to see how it looks. I'm going to add a little bit more salt, and then we're going to leave this alone. A little bit more salt. That's about a teaspoon right there. Okay. I'm going to turn this on pressure cook for 25 minutes, and then we're going to let it do a slow release. Pressure cook, and we're going to do 25 minutes. Okay, y'all, I'm back. This has done its job, and it's been sitting here on warm, cooking with the release going, and it's been there about an hour and 20 minutes. So now, remember, it cooked for 25 minutes. So anyway, now we're ready to open it. Let's see how it is. Smells really good in here. Ooh, yeah. Y'all know this looks so yummy. Remember, we're going to have to pull out our bay leaves. Now I'm going to do just a little taste. Let me do a little taste in another bowl, and then we'll see if our seasonings are right. Oh, y'all. That seasoning is pretty much spot on. Now, y'all, cornbread with this would be awesome, but I'm going to tell you what I do is a little trick when I don't want the extra carbs from cornbread. I use these. Do y'all know what these are? These are pork skin. And I just take them and drop them in there. And they are mighty good, you know, drop a few in there. And not only that, they snap, crackle, and pop when you put them in there. All right, look at that. Does that not look beautiful? Oh, y'all. Y'all are going to love those pork skins in it. I'm telling you, it is just divine. So I'm going to tell you what I always tell you. The good Lord, He loves you an awful lot. And I love you too. Y'all go have a really good day. And now you know the secret to making some really good veggie soup, and also what to put in it if you're watching your carbs. And even if you're not, it tastes good. All right. Love and blessings to you. Bye-bye.